Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel again. In this video, we are going to see my fully finished reading journal of 2025, and this was a wild ride. This was an insane ride, and this is the first time I ever finished a complete journal. I have been consistent with this. I have not been perfect about it, but I have been consistent with this, and I want to show you my finished product and finished reading journal. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is how the notebook looks like. It is a Neora A5 dotted journal. I'll link this product down below in the description for you to see, but let's have a peek inside. This is my name page. I kept it minimal and workable, and I just made whatever I felt like doing it in this journal. And this is the index, and I have read all the book titles and their authors. I have made 2 columns for the start and end thing. I have only wrote that down for only 3 books. So in my 2026 journal, I have avoided these 2. Otherwise, this looks well torn down. I have used it like anything, and I've read exactly 75 books. This is what I meant when I said that it is not perfect. I did not use this page at all. I ended up not even flicking it through it once. So this remained like this. And I made a separate page where I wanted to track down all the books that I buy and whether I read it or not. And that gave me a satisfactory feeling that most of the books that I bought last year, I have read it. There are few books that I haven't read, but that I have kept it in my physical TBR in the Wrapped Pages challenge. I'll link all those videos also down below for you to check out if you're interested. And this is my YouTube and Instagram tracker, which is very amateur. I just wanted to track my growth. This is the number of subscribers I've got through the year, and this is my followers I got through the year in Instagram. And this is a series tracker, and I made pretty much good, what do you call that? Improvement? I guess so. I've made good improvement in reading the series last year. These series were there with me for quite a long time. So I finally finished Shadow and the Bone trilogy and Winter Night trilogy and also the Crescent City series, which I'm not going to read any more of it. I'm not going to read any more of Sarah J. Maas. I read almost 4 books in Akator series. I think 3 books in Akator series last year, and I'm not going to read the 5th one. I am damn bothered about it. I don't give a care for what that's going to be ended up like. So she's not for me. I'm not going to read any more Sarah J. Maas. Let's get it over with. And Dandelion Dynasty, I read only 1. I do want to finish this. That was a wonderful series, and I have the 2nd book wrapped in my physical TBR. And I read the first 2 books in the Open Heart, Once Upon a Broken Heart and the Caraval series, and I'm not going to continue that either. I'm definitely going to continue Emily Wilde series and What the River Knows too. And Thursday Murder Club is still, I don't know, I'm not sure. There's only 1 more book left for completion, so maybe. But I also read 1 more from the Nevermore series. That's making me really good. And coming to this page, I turned out of page in this one. Like, I have put 50 pages, 50 books here initially. Then I started reading more than 50, so I kept on adding numbers. But I read more than that, so I created another page here to track it. I thought I'll read 100 by the way that I was going, but I did not. I read only 75, which is really good. And this is one more page that I did not use. And this is a book bracket page, which was very, very fun to fill it up at the end of the year. And each bubble belongs to each month of the year: January, February, March, April, May, June. And this bubble is for these 3, best of these 3. And this bubble is best of these 3. And like that, I ended up selecting my best book of this year, which is Killers of the Flower Moon, which I highly, highly, highly recommend you to check out. And this was the most fun way to read books. Book bingo. This year, I will make another separate video of my 2026 reading journal, which I made recently. I made a 2-page book bingo just because this was so much fun. And I finished these things within 2 months, I think. Only 1 was left. And then I finished that also within the 6 months bracket. So this was clearly very fun. And then I was reading some Ganesh Vasant series with my sister. So these blue ones are the one that we have read, and we are yet to read all these things in 2026. And this is the buddy reading track from my sister and my best friend. We read 4 books, and one of which was Priory of Orange Tree, which was really, really intimidating me. And just like that, we come to January. And now I should stop talking and just let you see through my reading journal a bit. March was the month I read most number of middle grades. It was really quite an experience. I loved to play around with this washi tape and the color palette for each month, and selecting specific portraits, pictures for each book was really fun. I had just fun with my reading journal this time, and I really enjoyed it. And this was the year I read both Ramayana and Mahabharata too. 2025 was huge in the reading aspect for me. You should check this one out. And you must have seen up till this point in my reading journal in the previous video where I flipped through my reading journal mid-year, and hereafter this is the new part which you haven't seen from July, but from July I haven't read much really. I stuck to the series that I haven't completed. I read Ruin and Rising, I read Winter of the Witch, which gave me such a satisfactory feel. I read Atmosphere and Outsider, which both were really good. And these two books were with me for quite a long time. I read it from my TBR. And from here, I think we started going through the downfall. There are only two books that I read in the month of August, and one of which stole my heart entirely. Coming to September, I read Jane Eyre and Secret of Secrets, Family Happiness by Leo Tolstoy. And in October, I guess I read Silverborn and Passengers in the Han Q Line, only two. And in November, I read only one book. It was really, really good, Pony. And in December, and again, I read only one book, which I scribbled my thoughts. This is a Tamil book, and that is pretty much it. I have these many books left. Oh, this is my grandparents. I have these many pages left, and that's about it, guys. This is the entire journal, and I hope you loved it watching me flip through it. And just let me know in the comments if you are maintaining a reading journal, if you want to upgrade your reading journal with some ideas. Did it help you? Anything related to books or reading journal, do let me know in the comments. I would love to know, love to chat with you guys. Until I see you again in a very next video with a bookish content, this is Sushmita signing off. Keep reading. Bye-bye.